Look, show up, show up. Back out, roll up. Roll up.
After a series win over Kent State at home last weekend, the Ohio University Bobcats hit the road to Northwest Ohio to try to go back-to-back as far as series wins go. Ohio had to come back to knock off Kent State last weekend at home, doing it in thrilling fashion, winning 8-7 in the finale on Sunday. Now it's a very winnable series at Bowling Green, a ball club that has 2 wins in 17 tries this year and is winless in 8 Mid-American Conference efforts. Ohio's 10-7 and 4-2. Bowling Green's 2-15 and 0-8. And from Stellar Field in Northwest Ohio, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. Hi, friends. I'm Russ Eisenstein. It is a brisk day in Northwest Ohio. Started off as a rainy day. The rain has cleared, but the clouds are still thick, and it's Bowling Green, so the wind is still blowing, although it's going to be a stronger wind tomorrow and certainly stronger and colder on Sunday. Eddie Cutt's been through the wars for the Cats. He's 2-1 with the 2.45 ERA. He is making his 7th start this year, and he has 1 complete game. Cutt, the super senior, will go for Ohio. Going for Bowling Green is Gage Shank, right-handed starter, wears number 31. Ohio will have a doubleheader tomorrow and then the finale of the series on Sunday. This has been historically a tough series for Ohio to play. For whatever reason, no matter if BG's good, bad, or indifferent, this has been a tough one for Ohio to play. Last year, Ohio lost 3 out of 4 at home. Last time here at Stellar Field was in 2018. Ohio just took 1 of those meetings. This will be game number 178 in this all-time struggle between the orange and brown and the green and white, and Ohio is looking for win number 96 all-time and trying to pick up MAC win number 5 in 7 tries this year. It's Ohio and Bowling Green. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. Beautiful game day at Bowling Green. It's Ohio and the Falcons. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. The series win last weekend was so fun to follow from afar, and the way that you guys did it, too. Did it almost feel like it was 2 series wins in 1 based on the way that you won the series in the finale?
Yeah, I mean, to a sense it was, I mean, just like you said, I believe we were down at every game, and or tied. And the way that our guys kind of fought back through each game, especially, after the losing big, in game 1 and responding in game 2 the way they did. And then on Sunday, I've mentioned this, but, for a team to get down 6-0 after 2 innings, on game 4, on day 3, a lot of teams would have just said that weekend's over. Let's get ready to go home.
Yeah. So now to move that along to this weekend, how do you take all of that as a head coach to try to get things to say, all right, let's capitalize off of that and take care of business this weekend to really get things going?
Just about getting these guys refocused. That was the kind of the message all week was, yes, you guys had a great weekend. You earned it. But come Monday morning, it's on the BG. And from what I've gathered with practices this week, it sounds like our guys have had good energy, good enthusiasm. They've been working good and have been getting focused on Bowling Green. Because Bowling Green, I don't care. People look at their record and whatnot, but they're a better team than what that shows.
You have a player of the week, a co-player of the week, and A.J. Roush. Did you expect this type of production from him and that concentrated burst that he had last week for you?
He showed some signs of it last spring. Last spring we redshirted that freshman class just because we had a lot of kids come back with the COVID year. And, he started to show signs when we were doing midweek kind of inter-squads. And you could tell that there was going to be something there. You just didn't know when it was going to come. I didn't expect it to come this early, but again, it's still early in the season. He still has 30 some games left to play, but time will tell. But yeah, he's off to a really, really good start right now.
Same thing. You've got the leading hitter in the league right now in Colin Kasper-Bauer. We touched on this in the interview that we did a couple of weeks ago, and you said that you saw signs and you thought that he could produce. Now it's been a couple of weeks here. It's been through 17 games now. There's consistency. Why is he starting to be consistent for you in the production?
I think he's locked in. He's locked in at the plate. I think he's seeing the baseball really well, and I've said this before, Colin, he puts the time and effort into the craft. He's always in the cages either before practice or after practice. And guys that do that, they get rewarded, and he's being rewarded right now with some of the at-bats he's having, some of the big at-bats he's having, coming up with, runners in scoring position and coming up with a big hit. So it's good to see that he's being productive in the middle of the lineup right there. And hopefully we can have him continue to do that throughout this weekend.
On to BG. You already alluded that you feel that they're better than their record indicates, and so everybody's going to present the challenge no matter what the record is. What does BG present to you, and how do you beat them this weekend?
They're going to be competitive. They're going to compete. They're not, just because they're off to a little bit of a slow start, they're not going to roll over. That's not what this program's about, and just knowing, in the past, this kind of series we've had with them, it's been battles. And, offensively, they'll do some good things. They've got some guys that can hurt you if you make a mistake. And pitching wise, they've got a couple guys. They're getting their best pitcher back this weekend. He's actually throwing game one tomorrow. He hasn't thrown all year. He's coming off of an injury from last spring. So we're going to have our hands full. And that's kind of been the message to the guys on the bus before we got off, was like, we have to be ready to play from pitch number one, because if we're not, we'll be in a dogfight.
Pitch number one for you is thrown by Eddie Cutt, and it seems like he's been around forever now. So what do you as a head coach say to, and a pitching guy say to a pitcher like him when you've probably had all of these types of conversations already before?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's nice to have him in that role, that Friday night role, because of his experience. He's been there, he's done it, and Eddie was our Friday night guy as a freshman. And so we kind of just give him the ball, and we kind of let Eddie do what he wants to do. And we've had success with just kind of letting him kind of roll the way he wants to roll. So again, we're expecting a good start from him today, quality start to get us into hopefully the sixth inning, and then we can kind of go to our bullpen and kind of use some guys back there.
Good luck.
Thanks, Russ. Appreciate it. It's good seeing you again.
Yep, good to see Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Stay tuned. We got baseball for you next. Game one of the 4-game series. It's Ohio and Bowling Green from Northwest Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball. Ohio Bobcat Baseball is brought to you by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, the Hugh White family of dealerships, and CareSource. It's Ohio University at 10-7 and 4-2 in Mid-American Conference play, and the 2-15 and 0-8 Bowling Green State University Falcons. If you're ready, here are today's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Athens, and first-year head coach Craig Moore, second year as the head man after the interim year last year. Leading off and playing in center field, Isaiah Peterson. In the two-hole, the second baseman, Michael Richardson. Hitting third, the third baseman, Colin Kasperbauer. Cleanup, left fielder, Spencer Harbert. Catching, Mason Minzy, he bats fifth. Harrison Johnson's the DH, making his second start. This is his sixth game this year. Hitting seventh is Cale Baker, the first baseman. Hitting eighth, the right fielder, A.J. Roush. And Xavier Hindigas, the shortstop, hits ninth. On the mound for the Bobcats, Eddie Cutt, the California Cat, is 6'3", 205, fifth-year senior from Westlake, Ohio. Now for Kyle Howlick and the Bowling Green State University Falcons, leading off the DH, Jake Krause. In the two-hole, Adam Fallon, the left fielder. Hitting third, the catcher, Kyle Gurney. Adam Furness is the first baseman. Batting fifth, third baseman, Nathan Rose. Hitting sixth, second baseman, Justin Fugit. Jared Johnson's the right fielder, hitting seventh. In the eighth spot, the shortstop, Ryan Johnston. And Nathan Archer rounds out the lineup. He's the center fielder. On the mound for BG is Gage Shank. Shank, S-H-A-N-K, 6 foot 193. He's from Wapakoneta, Ohio. He is a senior. We are ready to go. First pitch coming at just about 3:05 in Bowling Green, Ohio. And it is plate word, and it is low. It is ball one. Game time temperature 44 degrees. It feels like a not Daytona Beach 36 right now. Isaiah Peterson, a 375 hitter with a homer, and he takes a strike. It is 1-1. Hits on the left side, Ohio center fielder. Does have 13 runs batted in. Right on left, and that just missed. Low and inside. It's 2-1. Bobcats won over Kent State last weekend 9-4, 16-12, and 8-7, losing game 2, 14-7. Next one, strike in the outside edge. It's 2-2. Stellar Field. It's a name. Doesn't indicate how awesome the field is, although it is certainly adequate. 345 down the lines, 375 to the alleys, 400 to straightaway center. 2-2 that bounced in on a breaking ball. It's 3-2. There appear to be evergreens or spruce trees. What do you think? Evergreens beyond the outfield fence? Yep. And it's my 14th year at Ohio, so those weren't as tall as they were when I first was here. Payoff pitch, low and outside, good start. Leadoff walk for Isaiah Peterson. Here's Michael Richardson. Gage Schenk is 0-3. He has an 8.14 ERA. Opposition hitting .280 against him. The numbers for this ball club, as you would imagine, for a 2-15 club, ERA 10, batting average .224. Here's Michael Richardson, and he takes one low and outside. It's 1-0. 278 hitter, home run, 2 runs batted in. Ohio in the traveling grays today. Tops and bottoms, Bobcats and script across the chest in green. Throw over, and Peterson's back. Batter's eye in center field. American flag just above that. 1-0 pitch coming. Swinging a foul tip. Big on cut for Richardson. Gurney. Leadoff walk to start. Last weekend, Bowling Green was outscored 55-19 against Ball State. They've been outscored in MAC play 95-26, 1-1, up and in, 2-1. In the series against Miami, in which they were swept, outscored 40-7. Again, I repeat, this series, no matter how good, bad, or indifferent Bowling Green's been, it's been tough for Ohio over the years. There's a strike. It's 2-2. But the numbers would indicate that the Falcons are struggling, and this is an opportunistic series for the green and white. But anything on the road in 30-degree weather is never fun and never easy. 2-2 pitch with a runner holding, swing and a miss. Strike 3, tailed away. Good pitch to get Michael Richardson for the first strikeout. On the day for Gage Schenk, his 26th strikeout this year. That is a team high. One gone, runner at first, top of the first, scoreless game, Ohio and Bowling Green. Here's the Max leading hitter, Colin Kasperbauer, 453 hitter. No homers, 11 runs batted in. And he's been on top of the table for pretty much all year. Pitch, check swing, did he go? Yes, apparently on a handcuff changeup, low and in, it is 0-1. Ball club got to town yesterday. Doubleheader tomorrow, 7 and 9, and then hopefully the fourth game of the series on Sunday, though the weather stinks. Throw to first, chases the runner back. It feels like we were just here because Bobcat basketball was just here. On a night to forget. Tough one for the Cats against BG. 0-1, missed low and inside. 1-1 the count. It is Fallon, Archer, Johnson in the outfield left to right. Rose, Johnston, Fugit, and Furness on the infield left to right. And the battery of Schenk and Gurney. Runner at first, 1-1 count coming. Runner goes, pitches up and away, throw down to second. They got him on the tag on the slide by. The throw was so bad it was good. because that was well to the first base side of second. There is no way he intended to throw the ball that way. But it was good enough because Peterson was headfirst sliding and the tag was applied. I believe the shortstop in front of the bag was at 2-6 on the caught stealing. Yes. 2-2 the count. So Ohio started the runner, and an accurate throw probably wouldn't have recorded the out. Ohio now 13 of 19 stolen bases. Foul tip, strike three, held on to by Gurney. So a leadoff walk, strikeout, caught stealing, strikeout, and Ohio is done in the top of the first. Nothing for the Cats. Bowling Green coming up from Stellar Field in Northwest Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Baseball fans, the concession stand is open today. This is your chance for a world-famous Falcon tube steak. You'll find the concession stand down the right field line by the tennis courts.
I got a check from the shoe company, not do anything in New Balance say. I bought her a plane ticket out of state. I got me a shorty from Runaway, said I'm in town today. She said she coming over and she down to stay. I got a hit, she been playing it. So when she pull up on me, I know what she about to say. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options, I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing, I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10.
Once again, the battery for the Ohio Bobcats for today's game. Behind the plate, number 10, Mason Minzy. On the mound, number 18, Edward Cutt.
I said, don't give what you say. Like a Batman, but you like a... I just put him in the Batmobile. The reason I put the rap, because they cap tracks and they rap that real. Believe me, you want to keep your life...
Bobcat Baseball on the radio, supported by McDonald's. 4 Athens area locations, 2 in Athens, 1 in Nelsonville, 1 in the Plains. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Nothing for the Bobcats in the top of the first. Here's Bowling Green's effort in the bottom of the first. Eddie cut the fourth on the mound, kicks and fires and misses up and away to Jack Krause, the DH. It is Krause, Fallon, and Gurney scheduled here to start it off for the Falcon crew. There's a foul tip for a strike. It is 0-1. Krause, thus far this year, their 4th best hitter, hitting .294. Has 5 homers and 13 runs batted in. He and Spencer Harbert for Ohio both have 5 dingers. 1-2 the count from Eddie Cutt. Right on left here to start it off. And the pitch. Hit the spot, but it was outside. It's 2-2. Harbert in left, Peterson in center, Roush in right. Casper Bauer, Hendiges, Richardson, Baker on the infield, and the battery is Minzy and Cutt. This one handcuffed Minzy on a pitch that was low and inside. It is 3-2. So both leadoff hitters here have gone full. Payoff pitch coming from Cutt. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seemed to tail away right at the end for a strikeout. Number 32 on the year for Eddie Cutt. Here's Adam Fallon, their left fielder. Fallon hits .271.
Adam Fallon
has a homer and 6 runs batted in. Left-hander to start again. Raises the bat high and the pitch. Up and away. It's 1-0. Thick clouds. Chilly day. Will get colder tomorrow. And snow's on the way, potentially. 1-0. Big hack and a miss. 1-1. Ohio softball just won 2-1 over Bowling Green back in Athens. Walk-off single to win it. 1-1. Hit the spot for a strike. That was just below the belt, just over the knee to Adam Fallon. It's 1-2. Cutt works quickly with nobody on. 1-2. Cued down the line and left. Curling foul. We'll do it again at 1-2. So what did Bowling Green do last year, you wonder? Well, they went 20-30, went 18-12 in the MAC, and they won 4 series. They lost 5, and they split 1. 1-2 from Cut. Oof. That just missed. Took something off a fastball, and on a chilly day, it would certainly help everybody involved if that's called a strike more often than not. 2-2 the count. Well outside, seemed to lose the handle on that, back of the right-handed box, so Cut goes full to the first 2 batters here. The veteran California Cat. Payoff pitch coming again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Blew it right past him, let her high. Back-to-back Ks for Cut with a K to start it off at the bottom of the first. Here's Kyle Gurney, their catcher. Gurney hits .304. That's
catcher, Kyle Gurney.
A team-high 17 hits this year for a ball club that has 118 hits in 17-plus games now. Right-handed catcher, crouches as he waits, takes it low and outside. It's 1-0. Pant legs pulled up close to the knees. He's got the stirrups on. They're brown with the orange socks. Fouled off. 1-1. 2 gone, bottom of the first. Ohio and Bowling Green in the lid lifter of this 4-game series. Will we get all the games in? 1-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Swung right through a breaking ball. It's 1-2. When Cut is right, he has everything going. And on a day like today, maybe there's some extra tilt on the bender. 1-2, bouncing a ball right back to him underneath the glove. Backhand pickup near the bag at second. Richardson throws him out, and the inning is over. So 3 batters for Ohio in the top of the first, but 3 a different way for Bowling Green. Strikeout, strikeout, ground out. Inning done. First inning brought to you by McDonald's. Scoreless game from Northwest Ohio. Ohio and Bowling Green. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Hey, Falcon fans, be sure to get your tickets to see the Falcons take on the Toledo Rockets at Fifth Third Field on May the 10th. Tickets start at only $8, while student tickets are only $5. Head to BGSU_baseball on Twitter for more ticket information.
See the world to show them what it really means to live like gold. See it shine. See it glow. See it shine. See it glow.
Second inning from Bowling Green. Bobcat Baseball and the Falcons brought to you by People's Bank, working together, building success. Scoreless game.
Left fielder Spencer Harbert.
Spencer Harbert will lead it off here for the Bobcats. Harbert, Mincy, and Harrison Johnson scheduled. Right on right, Gage Schenk delivers and misses low and inside. It is 1-0. This is a rare sight, an actual full-on grass and dirt field. 1-0, big swing and a miss. That was shoulder high. Harbert trying to hit his 6th home run. .231 a hitter, 5 homers, 12 runs batted in. Here it is to him. Fly ball, center field, hit pretty well towards the gap in right center. Has carry, and that ball is gone. A Bobcat blast for Spencer Harbert. Tried to hit it the pitch before. He got one right on the sweet spot and sent it just to the right of straightaway center in Ohio on top, 1-0. That wasn't a prodigious pop. It was more of a line drive and out. And Harbert now with 6 home runs on the year, 13 runs batted in.
Mason Minzy.
Ohio on top 1-0. This is, by all estimation, a launching pad of a ballpark, especially when the wind really whips here. The wind will blow a little stronger as the weekend goes along, but that would have been out probably on a windless day. Here's Mason Minzy, left-handed hitting catcher. Shank delivered low and outside on the first one. Next one misses low and in. It's 2-0. So Ohio plays from in front today, trying to win their second MAC series in a row. 2-0 pitch. Low, 3-0. On Minzy, who has 3 homers this year. 20 runs batted in, hitting .284. 3-0 pitch coming. There's a strike on the inside edge. Minzy's a catcher, so he took a couple of steps towards first and right back into the box because he'd like the same call for his battery mate. 3-1, popped up. This is into right. Anything in the air in this ballpark is a threat to go out, but it's in front of the track and caught by Jared Johnson. Here's Harrison Johnson.
The designated hitter.
He's the
Harrison
DH.
Johnson.
Left-handed hitter. Wears number 9. Johnson, redshirt freshman out of Mason, Ohio. 6'1", 205. Left-handed batter, back of the box. Takes a strike, belt high. It is 0-1 from Gage Shank. 1-0 Bobcats here in the second. And the pitch. Changeup, misses low and outside. 1-1. Johnson in the 6th spot. 1 for 6 with 2 ribbies this year. 1-1. Fastball called a strike. It's 1-2. Bobcats picked 7th in the MAC. 1-2. And hopped in 2-2. Bowling Green picked 9th. The Bobcats and Ball State are the only 2 teams in the league with double-digit wins. BSU with 12, Ohio with 10. 2-2, called, strike 3. Inside edge, appeared to take something off a fastball, had a little cut to it. That's the 3rd strikeout for Gage Shank. And here's Cale Baker. Burly-chested first baseman, wears
First
50.
baseman, Cale Baker.
4 for 48 this year, no homers and 4 runs batted in. Bobcats 1, Bowling Green nothing. We're in the top of the second. All things considered, a nice crowd here today on a tough weather day. 1-0 the count. Baker, pant legs pulled up to the top of the white spikes, 2 white batting gloves. Takes one low and outside. Looks like he'd be an imposing hitter to face. Cale Baker wears 50, 6 foot, 260. He looks taller than that. He's from Gahanna and the Ole Miss transfer. Took a ball. It's 3-0. I don't think Kyle Gurney really liked that call, the BG catcher. 2 gone, bases clear, top of the second. 1-0 Ohio on the solo swat for Spencer Harbert. 3-0. There's the obligatory strike. It's 3-1. Bobcats split with Northern Illinois in a tough weather weekend 2 weekends ago in Athens. 3-1. Big swing and a miss. It's 3-2. And then last weekend, winning the series over Kent State. Now, that might not be the same sort of Kent State, but it's a name that carries a great deal of weight. Payoff pitch, 2 gone. Low and outside, looked to be a slider low and away, and that's a 2-out walk. And here's A.J. Roush. Comac Player of the Week. Roush, 361, a hitter, 3 homers and 16 runs batted in. How about this for a week? Went 9 for 17 with
Right
3
fielder,
doubles,
A.J. Roush.
3 homers, one of which was an inside the park job. Right-handed hitter, In the 8 spot, wears 7, slightly open stance in the pitch. Low and away. It's 1-0. A.J. Roush. 5'11", 195, redshirt freshman from Powell. Has the name of a race car driver. 1-0. Loman outside. It's 2-0. Time called. Gurney out to the mound to visit with Gage Schenk, the Bowling Green starter. Roush had the go-ahead homer last weekend in the finale in the 8th inning to give Ohio the 8-7 lead, and then Brett Manis did Brett Manis things and slammed the door on the Flashes in the 9th. 2-0 the count, 2 gone. Runner at first, top of 2, 1-0 Ohio. I promise, well, I should amend that. I guess anything's possible, but Cale Baker has a decent lead. I guess he could be a threat to run. He's holding. This is fouled back. It's 2-1. If you're wondering about the Bobcats on the base paths this year, Ohio 13 for 18. The opposition 17 stolen bases. Is it drizzling out there? Is it raining out there now? It is. Well, that's fun. 2-1 pitch coming. Up and away. 3-1. The dark clouds are really everywhere towards the east, but it's as if the sun wants to make an appearance, but it's also raining too. 3-1, runner holding. Up and away, ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out walks, and that's something that 2-win teams do. Baker to second, Roush at first. Here's Xavier Hindigas, Ohio shortstop. Six 170, redshirt junior, out of Salem, Indiana. And time called. Everybody on the infield coming over to the mound. We're in the second, and Ohio on top 1-0. Bottom of the lineup here in Hindigas, who has 5 runs batted in this year. Maybe he could come through with something. Bust this game wide open.
The shortstop, Xavier Hindigas.
If you're wondering, there isn't exactly, there isn't an organ here. The press box isn't big enough for that. 2 gone, first and second the runners. 1-0 Ohio in the pitch. Xavier takes high, good take. It's 1-0. The gentleman in front of the booth wondered where that was. That was high. It was up. Especially when they're back-to-back walks, he's not going to get that call. 1-0 coming from Gage Schenk from the stretch. There's a strike. It's 1-1. Baker at second, Roush at first. Bobcats on top 1-0 on the solo leadoff shot in this inning for Spencer Harbert. 1-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Ball State 7-1 in the league. Central Michigan 5-1 in the league. Ohio 4-2. Then it's Toledo, Miami, and Akron all at 4-4. We'll be in Mount Pleasant next weekend. 1-2 pitch coming to Hindigas. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Seemed to jackknife on him. Tried to dip down low to drive it. Couldn't. Strikeout 4 on the day for Gage Schenk, and Ohio strands 2, but picks up a run. Solo shot, Spencer Harbert. We're 2 walks in the inning, and no defensive miscues. We're through with 1.5. Bobcats 1, Bowling Green 0. This is Bobcat Baseball.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. I realize the time that I wasted. I feel like I can't feel the way y'all feel.
And this is my turn.
Yeah, this is my town.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Falcons, the cleanup
Bottom of the
hitter,
second's
first
on.
baseman, Adam
Ohio
Furniss.
University baseball 1, BGSU nothing. One hit of the game was a solo home run for Spencer Harbert. After going 1-2-3 in the first, the Falcons have Adam Furniss to lead it off. First baseman, left-handed hitter. 3 of their first 4 hitters are left-handed. First one's a strike, second one's fouled off. It's 0-2. Furniss wears 15. Left-handed hitter. Furniss this year, 250 hitter. Does have a home run. And 7 runs batted in. 0-2 the count. Cut with 2 Ks. Swinging a foul tip. Apparently just got a piece of it. It is 0-2. If you heard the pregame interview with Craig Moore, I asked him, well, what do you really tell a guy like Eddie Cutt who has gone through it all in a variety of ways? He says, just do what you do. This is off the end of the bat, looped into shallow left center field, going to dump down for a base hit. Harbert, with nobody aboard, appeared to try to deke everybody and make everybody think that he had a beat on the ball, but it did dump in there for Bowling Green's first hit. Here is Nathan Rose, third baseman. Leadoff hit for the Falcons here in the bottom of the second. His friends probably call him Nate. Close to the plate, middle of the box, squaring to bunt. Charging from third is Casper Bauer in the pitch. Pulled it back. It's letter high. It's up and in. It's 1-0. Nate Rose, 5-hole hitter, right-handed hitter. Runner at first. Cut from the stretch in the pitch. Bunt put down to the right of the mound. Cut down to get it. Only play to first on a sidearm toss. Shoulder high to Baker. Sacrifice complete. 1-3. Up to second goes Adam Furniss. Here's Justin Fugit. Fugit statistically is their best hitter, but this is just his 7th game and his 6th start.
The second baseman, Justin Fugit.
He's 4 for 12 this year with 2 runs scored, does have an RBI. Left-handed batter, 2 orange batting gloves, dark bat. Runner at second, 1 gone, bottom of 2, 1-0 Ohio. And the pitch, changeup missed inside. It is 1-0. Fugit wears 26. Falcons have white tops and bottoms. The sleeves are brown, sleeves and shoulders brown. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Tried to drop and drive it out of here. It's 1-1. Falcons in orange script across the chest. 1-1 the count, 1 gone, runner at second. Cut with the look back there. Hendiges is right behind the runner and the pitch. Off the end of the bat, into center field. Going to be a tough play. Peterson on, can't make the play. Plays it on 2 bounces. No play to the plate. Rounding second and third, and coming home is Adam Furniss. And we're tied at 1 on an RBI single to center for Justin Fugit. And again, off the end of the bat, so Cut not getting solid contact here, but it's a big field. And so in traditional depth center, Peterson had no chance on a muddy track to come in to make that play. We're tied at 1. Here is Jared Johnson, their right fielder. Another left-handed batter against the righty cut. And the pitch. Big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. So it's Jared Johnson and then Ryan Johnston in the 8-9 hole, or rather 7 and 8 holes in the lineup. Johnson, their right fielder, wears 33. 0-1 pitch. Low and away. 1-1. Johnson playing in his 8th game, his 4th start, 3 for 17 this year. Does have a homer, has a couple of runs batted in. The 1-1 fouled off towards the BG dugout. It's 1-2. So Ohio's lead was short-lived. We're in the bottom of the 2nd, ball game tied at 1. Can't be more than, 200 folks out here today. Hardy Falcons on a chilly day. Throw to first, back in time as a runner. Bobcats 10 wins, 4 in MAC play. BG 2 wins and 0-8 in the league. They're picked 9th. 1-2 pitch, swing, and a foul tip that went through the wickets of Minzy back to the backstop. And it's a good thing that he actually made contact with that, because if Minzy didn't catch it and it went back right through him, that would have been 2 on. Instead, it's 1-2. Bobcats are 5-5 away from home this year. That hit him. And I think Ohio's asking, did that hit the nub of the bat or did it hit the hand? And they're going to bring Jared Johnson back. Kyle Halleck, BG's head coach, former Kent State player, former Kent State All-American, is out now basically between third and home, right on the chalk, and he's looking at anyone who would like to hear him. Now, Johnson's going back to the dugout. Is that strike 3? Did he not even make contact there? So that was one possibility I didn't even think existed. They said he swung at it, and it is strike 3. I thought it was a hit batter or foul ball, but in that was a possibility of him swinging, and he did.
The shortstop, Ryan Johnston.
Wow. So that's the 3rd strikeout of the day for Cut, and that changes everything here. Runner on at first, 2 gone, as opposed to 2 on, 1 gone. Here's Ryan Johnston, their shortstop. 0-1 the count. When Kyle Halleck was at Kent State, he would love to have had a couple of strikeouts like that. 0-1, fouled off. 0-2. Johnston's the 8th man of the lineup. Johnston has played in 16 of Bowling Green's 17 games. He is 7 for 44. Close to the plate, slightly open stance. That missed somewhere, I'm not sure. Apparently low, it was over, but maybe low. It's 1-2. We don't have the names of the umpires. However, I'm sure they've done an excellent job up to this point. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper foul towards the BG dugout. 1-2 the count, 2 gone, bottom of the 2nd. Bowling Green has tied it at 1 on the RBI single for Fugit, who is at first. One-two pitch coming from Cut. This is fisted foul back to the screen, just to the left of the Bobcat dugout. It is 1-2. Since the last time we were here, that was in 2018, I think I was in this same chair. The dugouts have switched. BG's dugout used to be on the first base side. 1-2 pitch. This is fouled off. Danny Schmitz was here for like 100 years. I do have a charger. Between innings, is that all right? Cool. We're here to help. Danny Schmidt's always had him in the first base dugout. Swing and a foul tip. It's 1-2. So there are 3 individuals. They're very nice, I think, in front of the booth. And one of them needs a charger to the phone. And, yeah, I could help out. Sure. 1-2 the count. 2 gone. Runner at first. Ball game tied at 1. We're in the second. And the pitch from Cut. He really tried to reach back to fire a fastball. It's fouled off over the backstop and press box and out of play. There are like 3 or 4 shades of gray overhead, which is the other school color. Orange, brown, and gray. 1-2, fouled back. We'll do it again at 1-2. This is a lengthy encounter between Ryan Johnston and Eddie Cutt. I'll tell you this, the campus here, they've really done a lot of work on it over the years, and it is a nice place to come now. 1-2 pitch, fouled off again over the Bobcat dugout and out of play. If you haven't been to Bowling Green's campus in, say, I don't know, the last 5 years, you'd see a lot of differences now than you did before. 1-2 pitch, runner at first, 2 gone. Low, good eye. Eddie Cutt has had a lot of battles with the opposition in his time at Ohio, and this is a pretty good encounter here with the right-handed hitting shortstop Ryan Johnston with a runner at first, 2 gone, bottom of 2, and a ball game tied at 1. Cut from the stretch, brings it home, fouled off again. Cut, couple of steps in front of the mound, takes the new baseball back from Mason Minzy, and Minzy going through a series of signs from Ohio's first-year pitching coach Tim Brown, and we'll see what they come up with here. What's the right combination to get out of the second? 2-2 pitch coming. Bouncing ball wide of third, foul. What is the pitch count in this at-bat? We've got to be over 10. It is 12. This is the 13th. 2-2 pitch coming. Is this the one? No, it's low and away. It's 3-2. Runner at first, 2 gone. We're in the second. Cut. If he's going to get his 4th strikeout here, it will certainly be earned. Cut for Johnston. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and a fist pump from Eddie Cut as he walks off the mound confidently. And yes, sir, you could strut after that. A 14-pitch strikeout on Ryan Johnston. But Bowling Green did tie it up. A run on 2 hits, no errors and a man left. 4 strikeouts for Cut, a 14-pitch K to close the door on BG in the second. We're tied at 1, game 1 of the 4-game series from Northwest Ohio. This is Bobcat Baseball.
On sale now. Every Falcon game is a must-see, including BGSU's 100th homecoming versus Marshall. Call 877-BGSU-TICKET or visit bgsufalcons.com to reserve your digital tickets today. Season tickets start at just $60. Falcon football, fly with us. Leading off the top of the third for the Bobcats, the top of the order, the center fielder, Isaiah Peterson.
Just as you heard the PA announcer say, back to the top of the lineup. We're in the third inning, and the ball game tied at 1. Ohio and Bowling Green. Isaiah Peterson will start it off against Gage Schenk, right on left, and that one's low. It is 1-0. Peterson walked and was caught stealing in the first. We're in the third, and the ball game tied at 1. Third inning, supported by Union Street Diner. This is hit on the ground to first. Down on his left knee to pick it up is the first sacker for Bowling Green. That's Furness, and he runs to the bag for the out with a flip to Gage Schenk. So 3-1 on the putout of Isaiah Peterson. Here's Michael Richardson.
The second baseman, Michael Richardson.
Union Street Diner's online at unionstreetdiner.com. They rarely close. Here's Richardson, Ohio's second baseman. Takes a ball. It's 1-0. Ohio led with the solo swat for Spencer Harbert in the second. Then an RBI single for Fugit for the Falcons in the bottom of the frame. 2-0 the count. Here it is from the righty Schenk. Low. 3-0. As mentioned, Ohio picked 7th in the league. Bowling Green picked 9th. Top 4 advanced to a conference tournament. 3-0. There's a strike. It's 3-1. And so you might say, well, it's a long conference season, and it is. It's 10 weekends, 5 home, 5 road. 3-1. Low it away. Tried to frame it up. Couldn't. That's a walk. Richardson was very confident. Gurney not so much. So that's now 4 walks in 2 innings plus for Gage Schenk. Here's Colin Kasperbauer, the Mac's top hitter.
Colin Kasperbauer, third base.
He struck out in the first. Opportunity here for the Bobcats. Throw to first, chases a runner back. Kasperbauer struck out in the first, hitting .453. And the pitch. That bent into the zone, but apparently up and around the zone. Looked to be pretty good, but it's a ball. Bobcats and Falcons tied at 1. We're in the top of the third. 1 gone and then a walk. That one misses high. Fastball. Kasperbauer, if you're wondering, now 54 plus at bats. That's a good enough sample size. Throw to first, chases Richardson back. Matthew Rivera for Ball State in 32 at-bats technically is the second best hitter in the league at .438. Next one misses outside. It's 3-0. Justin Mickness for Kent State, 44 at-bats and a .409 hitter. So of the 400 hitters in the league, Kasperbauer has way more at-bats. 3-1's a strike. It's 3-1. And at this point of the year, you wonder, well, what do the numbers really mean? You know, it's only been 17 games, but good enough sample size here. Kasperbauer's having a good start. Ohio's third baseman, back of the box, left-hand side. Runner goes. 3-1 pitch, popped up. This is into shallow center. Coming on is Archer's got the bead and the one-handed catch head high with that black mitt. And back to first goes Michael Richardson. So 2 gone on the flyout for Kasperbauer. Here's Spencer Harbert. He homered in the second, and if he homers now, it is a 3-1 Ohio lead. Wind really whipping now. Winds tomorrow will be 20 to 30 miles per hour, which is a normal day in Bowling Green. And the pitch. That looked to be a strike, but it's a ball. It's 1-0. Yep. Wouldn't take much to get it out of here tomorrow. I might be able to get one out tomorrow. Doubleheader tomorrow. 1-0 bounces in. 2-0. One of my claims to fame was in a batting practice at Wichita, I won a hop the wall and left. And I felt really good about it because I had not really started lifting yet. Now, after 17 years of throwing the steel around, I'd hit it out of here. 2-0, big swing and a miss. And Harbert, he was trying to hit that to the glass bowl, and he came up empty. It is 2-1. 2 gone, runner at first. We're in the third. Ohio and Bowling Green tied at 1. Harbert trying to clean up as Ohio's right-handed hitting cleanup hitter. Here it is from Gage Schenk. Strike on a changeup, clip the outside edge. Pitcher's pitch, it's 2-2. Because if Harbert made contact with that, there wouldn't have been much. Richardson at first. 2 gone, 2-2 pitch coming from Schenk to Harbert. Instead, a throw to first. Next one to Spencer. Fouled back to the screen. Harbert last year, redshirt senior from Delaware, transfer from Kentucky. We talked about him transferring and leaving Kentucky and reevaluating things and refocusing, and he did a great job last year. 2-2, runner going, called, strike 3, froze him. Whatever Harbert was looking for, it wasn't that. That's a good pitch for Gage Schenk. Harbert will have more cracks with runners on in the future. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left. Schenk had a one-out walk and then got out of it. We're through at 2.5. 2.5. We're tied at 1, Ohio and Bowling Green. This is Bobcat Baseball. Third inning of Bobcat Baseball on the radio, supported by the Union Street Diner. Online at unionstreetdiner.com.
For the Falcons, the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Nate Archer.
Sun's out for a moment, but the clouds will be back. We're in the bottom of the third, and the ball game tied at 1. Eddie Cutt fires in a fastball strike to Nathan Archer, 9-hole hitting center fielder. They must lead the league in left-handed hitters. This is a bouncing ball just fair down the line at third and into left field. Placed perfectly, turning first and heading to second is Archer. He's there as the throw's late. That's a leadoff double for Nathan Archer. That was fair up the chalk at third by maybe a foot, and in at third was Casper Bauer, so he literally didn't have enough time. His glove hand is his left hand to drop and dive towards the line. And so that's a double. Falcons' 22nd double this year. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Jack Krause, their DH, who struck out in the first. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball that was low. It is 0-1. So for Archer, that is double number 3 on the year. He leads the ball club in that category. 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball just, right at the Bobcat dugout and the end of the dugout. Skipped right past Craig Moore, Ohio's likable first-year head coach, but second year at the helm of the program. Last year was an interim year. Krause, their leadoff hitter. 0-2 the count. And a bluff move back to second. Nobody was covering. Xavier Hindigas is just behind the base runner. Now playing peekaboo, the 0-2 outside. It's 1-2. Hello to Big Daddy Kevin Reed. Listening in Sarasota, Florida today. He's the producer engineer of the Baltimore Orioles radio network and a proud Ohio alum. Good dude. So if you ever listen to Orioles baseball on the radio, he's at the controls. Swing and a miss, strike three. Breaking ball that he swung right through. Strikeout number 5 on the afternoon for Eddie Cutt. Runner at second, 1 gone. Bottom of 3. Ball game tied at 1. Here's Adam Fallon. Fallon struck out in the first. That sun was short-lived. Was out for 2 minutes. Tops. Throw to second with Hindigas back right behind the bag. No tag applied. Back in time is Nathan Archer. These are low-lying, low-hanging gray clouds. Pitch squared to bunt, cued it foul to the backstop. It's 0-1. We were here for football, too, and that was the day after Thanksgiving. And Ohio lost that. So it has not been a successful tour to Northwest Ohio this year. 0-1 pitch. Low and away. 1-1. As mentioned, Ohio's dropped the last 2 series. Ohio leads the all-time encounters 95, 81, and 1. The first meeting was in 1952. Cutt with the long look at second, the 1-1. Up and away, 2-1. The MAC made the switch back to 4-game series. I like those 3-game series a lot more. We got a doubleheader tomorrow. 2-1 pitch. Found back to the screen. But through scheduling and everything, the 4-game series are back. And there was a period of a number of years there when it was a 3-game series. 2-2 pitch coming from Cutt. Well away, up and away, off the webbing of Mincy's glove, back to the backstop, wild pitch. Up to third now goes Nathan Archer. So 1 gone, runner at third. Complexion of this changes a great deal with the 3-2 count, 1 gone in the third, and the ball game tied at 1. Because now a lot of things can bring home the go-ahead run for the Falcons here in the third. Payoff pitch, swinging a fly ball, flare down the line and left, in for a base hit, and Bowling Green leads. Archer would have scored anyway. Rounding first, going to second is Fallon. He's in with the double without a play. And Bowling Green, with 2 doubles in the frame, leads it 2-1. Perfectly positioned, both of the doubles. Down the line, both times. That one with a little bit of carry, but it was sliced. And Fallon flies into second with that RBI double. 2-1 BG with single tallies in the second and third innings. Here's the 3-hole hitting Kyle Gurney. Gurney grounded out in the first. 2-1 Falcons. Change-up strike to the right-handed hitter. It's 0-1. From Eddie Cutt. Bouncing ball towards third, to his left, flagging it down Casper Bauer. Strong throw to first with a stretch from Baker for out number 2. Hanging at second is Fallon. Here's Adam Furness. He singled and scored in the second. 2 gone, runner at second. 2-1 Bowling Green here in the third.
The first baseman, Adam Furness.
The double for Fallon, by the way, is his second on the year, and the second of the inning, of course, and the 23rd this season. Fallon now with 7 runs batted in. Pitch to Furness, left-handed hitting cleanup hitter, low and in. It's 1-0. 2-1 Bowling Green. We're in the third. It looks like it could rain at any second. I'm told it's raining. Literally a second after I said that. Chopper into left, base hit. Taking that is Harbert, but he has no play at home. Rounding third and scoring is Fallon. Throw to second, dead to rights is Furness. It went 7-5-4 on the putout. Bowling Green with 2 runs scored in the inning. Furness with an RBI single and out on the play at second. Fallon scored easily. 3-1 Falcons. It's pouring now. We go to the fourth. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340 WOUB.
There were no Bobcat errors, no one left on base. After 3 complete, the Falcons 3, the Bobcats 1.
I like to get to know ya so I can show ya. Put a hurtin' on ya like I told ya. Give me all your numbers so I can phone ya. Your girl act the same thing, call me over. Knock on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Oh, before you come, I need to shave my cha-cha. You do what you don't, so you will, I won't cha. Go downtown and eat it like a vulture. See my hips, big hips, so cha. See my butt and my lips, go cha. Lost a few pounds in my waist, oh ya. It's the kind of beat that go ba-ta-ta. Ba-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Sex me so good, I say blah, blah, blah. Work it. I need a glass of water. Boy, it's good to know ya. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive, it's my yet. It's your primitive.
We go to the fourth in Ohio. Some work to do. 3-1 Falcons. 3-5-0 for Freddie and Frida's crew. 1-1-0 for the guys that are friends with Rufus. Mason Minzy will lead it off. As we're in the fourth, supported by Go-Mart. Go for good times. Go for Marty, the Go-Mart Gopher, and Go-Mart. We're in the fourth. Minzy takes a strike. From Gage Schenk, it is 0-1. I think it's still raining. It's hard to tell through the glass here as we're behind home plate. 0-1 pitch. Minzy chops this to the right side. Could find and does find right field. Leadoff single, perfectly placed for Mason Minzy. 1 for 2 today, and a good start to the fourth inning. Here's Harrison Johnson. You know what they say. Somebody gets a couple of runs on you, put the leadoff man on right after that. And Ohio does as we start the fourth. Just the second hit of the day. The other hit was from Harbert, and that gave Ohio a short-lived 1-0 lead.
Harrison Johnson.
So Harrison Johnson, back of the box, left-handed side, lets the green bat droop a bit with 2 white batting gloves and the pitch. Chin music. It's 1-0. Johnson struck out in the second. Hello to all 42 of you listening via Ohio Bobcats YouTube channel. Trying out this internet audio thing, internet audio only. And, yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Called a strike at a fastball that was a ball inside. It's 1-1. But whatever platform gets it to you, thank you for listening. As we shift from basketball into baseball. 1-1. Swings through a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Runner at first, top of the fourth. 3-1 Bowling Green. Yeah, the trip to the CBI was fun. Ohio got that buzzer-beating win over Rice and then lost to Abilene Christian after that. 1-2 popped up. This is into shallow right, but it will blow a bit. Johnson in. Out goes Fugit, and Fugit made the catch. Back to the infield, crumpled down to his left knee. Now, that was a tremendous catch and all, but why in the world was Fugit the one making that catch? Johnson was right there. One gone, back to first. It was a very nice catch for Fugit, but
Cale Baker, first base.
Johnson's degree of difficulty would have been a cartwheel as opposed to a full-on somersault backflip. Here's Cale Baker. Walked back in the second. Hits here now with the runner at first. One gone in the fourth, and Ohio down 3-1. Big hack, and it's fouled back over the press box and out of play.
Watch out!
Yeah, the CBI, we were down there from Thursday on to Tuesday and the travel day back. So you go from 85 sunny in the beach with a drink in your hand to press box at Stellar Field. Popped up, foul, first base side, heading out of play. It is out of play. It is 0-2, but that's really just life in sports, right? You can travel a whole lot of different places and go from one climate to another very quickly. Kudos to Jake Ness, Ohio's basketball director of operations. He did a wonderful job all season long, and to combine everything together and the travel and the quick change from Daytona Beach to Orlando back home was a heck of an effort. Very nice guy. Did great work all season long and got us back home safely from Florida. Hopefully you had a chance to listen to those games. Big swing and a miss, strike three. Baker goes down on strikes. That's a strikeout, number 6 for Gage Schenk, the right-handed starter for Bowling Green. 2 gone, runner at first. 3-1 Falcons with that 2 spot in the bottom of the third. So here's A.J. Roush.
Right field.
Roush walked back in the second. Ohio, you remember, had 2 on, 2 gone in the second. Had a chance for more. And Schenk struck out Xavier Hindigas. Fastball at the belt was yanked down from Gurney. It's a ball. It's 1-0. But 25 wins for Bobcat basketball, down London McDay and Dwight Wilson and the injuries. Of course, Jason Carter went down on play 1, 15 seconds into the game against Abilene Christian, and Ohio still kept fighting. 1-0. Check swing. That was upstairs. He apparently went. It's 1-1. But the future sounds cliche to say, but it's for real. Ohio's recruiting class is outstanding. Jeff Bowles and his staff. Future most certainly is green and white bright. It's pouring again. 1-1. Missed outside. 2-1 the count. 35-game season, 25 wins. And it was also fun to follow what was going on with Bobcat baseball, too. And now we're in the thick of MAC play. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball had some late movement on it, and late movement with raindrops is not fun. 2-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at first, top of the fourth. 3-1 Falcons. Gage Schenk from the stretch. Brings it home. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Leadoff single for Minzy. Fly out, strikeout, strikeout. That's 7 for Gage Schenk. 3-1 Falcons as we go to the bottom of the fourth. This is Bobcat Baseball on AM 1340. Oh, no longer anymore. Just on Ohio Bobcats YouTube.
Reminder, folks, our concession stand is open today. It's down the right field line by the tennis courts. Tube steaks, peanuts, soft drinks, all kinds of good stuff waiting down there for you.
I swear, baby, it was just kiss now. How could I forget this that you done done for? Baby, gonna I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you set right now. Cool you, I got too much. I'm not sorry.
Bottom of the fourth inning is on. We're presented by Go-Mart. Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart. Ohio down 3-1 to Bowling Green.
At the bottom of the fourth for the Falcons, the
Game 1 of the
hitter,
4-game series.
Second baseman Justin Fugit.
Justin Fugit leads it off. Eddie Cut in shirt sleeves. Drops into strike. It's 0-1. Pulled up the radar here, and literally there's nothing. I mean, look at that. There's nothing on the radar, but somehow
Nate Rose.
Somehow it's been raining here. This is Nate Rose, the third baseman, after Furness was out with a single, trying to stretch it into a double to end the third. This is bounced foul up the third base chalk. It is 1-2. Rose had the sacrifice in the second to move the runner along. Yeah, there's really nothing on the radar right now, but it's still raining, and raining hard. You just never know when you come up to Northwest Ohio. 1-2, fouled off. We'll do it again at 1-2. Snow is in the forecast overnight, Saturday night. 1-2 pitch, low and away. 2-2. It was an unfortunate thing when snow hit and forced the cancellation of the final 2 games of the Northern Series in the opening weekend. 2-2, bouncing ball wide of third, foul. My buddy Danny Schwab listening in the south suburbs of Chicago. Best darn State Farm agent around. 2-2, roped on the ground to third, off the glove of Casper Bauer, trickles into foul territory. It's a single. Well, base hit. E5, all right. Yeah, I would imagine Casper Bauer would have said that he should have made the play. So E5 to put Rose on. Here's Justin Fugit. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1 Falcons.
Fugit, second base.
Fugit had an RBI single in the second. Anyway, thanks to Danny for tuning in today. Lives up in the region in northwest Indiana. Extended the offer to him to come over this weekend. He declined. Pitch missed, and Minzy had it go through his glove, and that is a pass ball. With the runner up to second, that's Rose. So the Falcons up 3-1, runner at second, nobody out. Tim Brown, first-year assistant for the Bobcats, out to the mound. Tim was previously at Eastern Illinois. He also worked at George Washington and Mount St. Mary's, pitching coach and recruiting coordinator at Coppin State, Siena College, and he pitched for Lindenwood, which is in the St. Louis area, and they're going Division I. Lindenwood in Southern Indiana, joining the OVC. Runner at second, nobody gone. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1 Falcons. Town hall meeting, every infielder. Casper Bauer, Hendigas, Richardson, Baker, and Minzy. Catcher out to the mound. Brown jogs back to the first base dugout. 1-0 the count. These next couple of at-bats here in this inning are going to be incredibly important for Eddie Cut and the Cats. If he could keep this thing a 3-1 ball game, that's important. Fugit had the RBI single in the second. Takes a changeup low and in. 2-0. Cut in shirt sleeves, though he's been in the Midwest for a number of collegiate years now, so He's fully acclimated to the weather. 2-0. Roped foul down the first base side. Not in the coach's box, so just beyond the coach's box was a Falcon, and he had to drop down to get away from that liner. 2-1. Not only is it gray, that because of the fractional daylight and the raindrops, there's some weird lighting here. Fly ball to left, towards the line. Harbert makes the catch with his cap flying off. And there is an important first down of the inning. Fugit flies out to left. Here is Jared Johnson, who struck out in the second. And it's all science, of course, because you have raindrops in the clouds, you have the gray clouds, you have the sun above that. And so therefore, with the less intense clouds and that combination, you've got some weird lighting going on right now. Dark in some spots, light in others. Runner at second, one gone to the pitch. Misses up and in to the left-handed hitting Johnson. It's 1-0. There are no lights here, if you're wondering. One of a couple of parks in the league that doesn't have lights. 1-0. Misses outside. 2-0. Oddly enough, Central Michigan doesn't have lights with the program that they've got going. No lights in Kalamazoo at Robert J. Bob Stadium, where we ended the campaign last year. 2-0 pitch. Line drive center field. Peterson on. Can't make the play. Plays it on one hop. Rounding third, coming in to score is Rose without a play. And the Falcons are on top 4-1 on an RBI single for Jared Johnson. So the error on Casper Bauer, and then the pass ball, certainly a problem. 6 hits on the day now for the Falcons. RBI for Jared Johnson. Here's Ryan Johnston. Johnston, the 8-hole hitter. First one's a ball from cut. It's 1-0. So Johnson with the RBI. That is just his third this year on just his 4th hit. 4-1 Falcons, bottom of the 4th, on a weird weather day in Northwest Ohio. 1-0 pitch. Low. Mincy tried to frame it up, couldn't. I made mention at the start. This is a winnable series for sure. BG has 2 wins. Their numbers are not great. But this has always been a tough series. Could be Athens here or the Moon. Throw to first. A good throw would have got him. But Baker had to play it on a short hop. And Johnson back in time. (2-0), low and away. 3-0. Three and 0 the count. One gone, runner at first. And the pitch. Low and away, ball 4. The gentleman below the booth wants a big inning. And he might get it if Cut can't find it here. One gone, runners on first and second. This is the bottom of the lineup. Nathan Archer's the batter now. Left-handed hitting center fielder. He doubled in the third. It's been
center fielder, Nate Archer.
The bottom of the lineup that's done some work. The sun is now out. The rain has stopped, I think, for the moment. It has, but it will rain again. And the pitch. How about a double play? Fly ball, left center field, hit pretty well. To his right, Peterson. To his left, Harbert. They can't get there. It will get off the wall. This will clear the bases. It is 5-1 Bowling Green. Sliding into third with a triple is Nathan Archer. 6-1 Falcons. as Johnson and Johnston both score. Triple to the gap in left center field for Nathan Archer. And the Falcons have busted this game open. 6-1 Falcons with the 3 spot here in the 4th. Back to the top of the lineup, Jack Krause.
Top of the order, the designated hitter, Jack Krause.
1 gone in the inning. We're in the 4th, and the Bobcats are down by 5. The pitch, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. There's going to be some activity in Ohio's right field bullpen. It is all the way in the corner there, so just to the right of the 345 marker. With the sun out, the Falcons on top by 5. That's 7 hits on the day. And the pitch, low, 1-1. Two-win Bowling Green outscored 95-26 in 8 MAC games to this point. They lead 6-1. Change-up strike, it's 1-2. The Falcons showing some fight today. This is their home opener, 1-2. Bouncing ball, going to bring in a run up the middle to his right. Richardson throws to first off the bag. Baker, and he had to swipe the tag and got the belt loop of Jack Krause for out number 2, but it's 7-1 Bowling Green. Scoring easily from third is Archer. RBI ground out for Jack Krause.
The left fielder, Adam Fallon.
That triple for Archer was just, well, actually, their 5th triple, and the first pitch to Fallon hit him. One, two, three, four, 5 base runners in the inning. 8th batter to bat now is Kyle Gurney. He grounded out twice. 7-1 Bowling Green. 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 4 here. I guess, unfortunately, appropriately, in the 4th. Gurney crouches and waits. A 7-1 Bowling Green lead. Their 2 wins were in the first 3 games of their year as they bopped the Billikens of St. Louis. Runner goes, and that pitch hits the thigh of Gurney. That's back-to-back hit batters. First and second, the runners now. 9th batter to bat in the inning is Adam Furness, their first baseman. Double barrel activity in the Ohio pen. With 2 gone in the 4th, Ohio's down by 6, out hit by 5, and out airing the Falcons by 1. And that was an error to start off the inning.
Adam Furness.
It was a hard hit ball. Casper Bauer would probably say that he should have made the play, but errors happen and teams capitalize, no matter if they have 2 wins or 10 or 20. This is popped up foul, third base side, out of play. It's 0-1. But the error that started it. Following that was the fly out by Fugit. Then single, double, triple, 2 hit batters for 2 on and 2 gone here in the Falcon 4th. That's taken way too long. 0-1 pitch from Eddie Cutt with a long look at second. Line shot back through the box, base hit. Wow, that nearly ripped off the glove of Cutt. Rounding third and coming in to score is Fallon without a play. It is 8-1 Bowling Green on a laced liner up the middle for Adam Furness. That's 3 singles today for their cleanup hitting first baseman. Time called. Eddie Cutt's day is done. Tim Brown comes out and he makes a brisk walk to the mound and he points to the right field bullpen. So Eddie Cutt's day is done in 4 innings. He goes 3 2/3. Book not closed. It's 8-1 Bowling Green. Pause for 90. This is Bobcat Baseball.
I know my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off, but I still can't pay it though. But I got just enough to get up in this club. Have me a good time before my time is up. Hey, let's get it now. I want the time of my life.
Hey, sir. Do you have enough charge on that now? I'm running a little low.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
You bet.
Now on the mound for the Bobcats, number 22, Zach Weber.
New pitcher in the ball game for the Bobcats, Zach Weber, wears 22, right-handed pitcher. He's a freshman. He's from Lebanon, Ohio, in the Cincinnati area, 6'2", 210. Zach Weber in, and you cannot close the book on Eddie Cutt yet because the Falcons have a couple of flyers on the base pass. First and second, the runners, as we're in the bottom of the fourth. Bowling Green 8, Ohio 1. This is the first road test for the Cats in the MAC. Up to Central Michigan next week. Runners on first and second here with 2 gone. Here is Nathan Rose. 5-hole hitting third baseman, sacrificed and reached on an air to start the inning. And so the Falcons bat around. It's a ball from Weber. It's 1-0. Weber making his 4th appearance, 4 1/3 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Next one misses low and in from the righty. It is 2-0. Bright sunshine now. Clouds dissipating. Rain has stopped. All sunny on the Falcon side of the scoreboard. 2-0. Bouncing ball through left side into left field. Picking it up, Harbert has no play at home. Rounding third, coming in to score is Kyle Gurney. It is 9-1 Bowling Green. Up to second is Furness. Rose on with the single. The 11th batter to bat in the inning is Fugit. He flew out in the 4th. 9-1 Bowling Green. This is a 6-run 4th inning. First and second, the runners, 2 gone, and this thing might be gone for the Cats. Down by 8, the pitch. There's a strike. It is 0-1. Now, it is not as if Bowling Green can't give up runs because they've been outscored 95-26 in the first 8 games. And Ohio has the ability to come back. And there's still a lot of time left in this one. But it would behoove the Bobs to limit the damage right here. I mean, the damage is already done. It's 9-1. Fugit had an RBI single in the second. Ohio came back to beat Kent State on Sunday. Can they do the same thing here on the road? 1-1 the count. But this is a deep hole on the road. It's 8. Weber from the belt looks at the runner at second and the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Good pitch. 1-2. You just eye that schedule and you see what's coming up next weekend. It would be something if Ohio could take care of business this weekend for what would be one of the bigger MAC series that Ohio baseball has had next weekend against CMU. Team picked to win the league. 1-2 with 2 gone. Upstairs, popped out of the mid of Minzy. It's 2-2. Ball State lost to Ball State last weekend, and the closest game was, well, actually, 2 5-run losses. They lost by 16 and 10 in the other two. 2-2, well up and away. Looked like Weber lost the handle of that. Full count. Three and two the count. Runners on first and second. 2 gone in an inning that just won't end. 6 for the Falcons in the fourth, and the pitch with the runners going outside, ball 4, bases loaded. Here's Jared Johnson. He singled and brought in a run.
The right fielder, Jared Johnson.
The 12th batter to bat in the inning. He also struck out once upon a time in the second. This is a 9-inning game as it's scheduled. Bases loaded, 2 gone, the pitch. There's a strike in the outside edge. Good pitch from the righty Weber to the lefty Jared Johnson. (9-1) Falcons. Weber delivers. Big swing and a miss. Really brought it up there. Handcuffed him on a fastball. It's 0-2. The inning started with an error. And what an inning it's been for BG. Now, they beat St. Louis in the opening weekend twice. And since then, have not won. But they feel good today. 0-2 pitch. Fouled back. 0-2. And not only do they have the 9 hits and the 9 runs, they've battled in a lot of these other at-bats. There was, a 14-pitch at-bat earlier? Hopefully that doesn't happen again. The 0-2. This is fouled off to the Bobcat dugout in the first base side. (9-1) BG. Hello to Tim Harmon listening. Hopefully he sold some cars not far from here at BG. Loyal Bobcat backer. 0-2. Just missed outside. I would like the umpire to expand that zone a little bit. It's 1-2. Ohio out-hit 9-2, outdone 9-1. 1-2 the count from Weber. Eddie Cutt's day done early. 1-2 pitch. Line drive, right center field, base hit. It's 10-1. It's 11-1. It's a 2 RBI single to right. Stopping at third is Fugit. 2 RBI single, Jared Johnson. Bowling Green has put up 8 runs in the 4th inning. It's 11-1. Third RBI of the day for Johnson. RBI single. Johnson has increased his total to 5 RBI. He had 2 coming in. Here's Ryan Johnston, 11-1 Falcons. The pitch missed inside. 1-0 the count, 2 gone. This is baseball. 2-win team. Weird weather day. You just never know. And Ryan Johnston just got hit. Looked like near the elbow. It wasn't intentional, but this will just elongate an already War and Peace level type length of an inning. Bases loaded.
Nate Archer.
Time called. Tim Brown out from the dugout. Zach Weber just wants to get out of this thing. 2 gone, bases loaded again, and another pitching change. My word, just a tough afternoon for the green and white. You just never know in baseball. 11-1 Falcons. We'll pause for 90 for the pitching change. This is Bobcat Baseball. New pitcher for the Bobcats, third one of the inning, is Tyler Peck. 6'2", 215, freshman from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Right-handed pitcher, wears 36, Tyler Peck. Peck making his second appearance. 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 strikeout, no walks. Righty wears long sleeves underneath that gray uniform top. Delivers a ball inside to like the 100th Falcon to bat in the inning. Bases still loaded, 2 gone. Bouncing ball to short. This should end it. Short way to second for 1. Hendiges to Richardson. And the inning is done on the Ryan Johnston ground out. I'm sorry, Nathan Archer ground out. All Falcons 11-1 as we go to the 5th. Bobcat Baseball supported by Gomart.
On 5 hits, there was 1 Bobcat error.
Well, friends, you just go up there, go to Hack, and now see what you can come up with. Ohio down 11-1 as we go to the 5th inning. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball. On the radio or internet only or whatever is supported by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, and that would sound real good right about now. Slugged down about 3 doubles with cheese. That would make this a lot more tolerable. Ohio outscored 11-1, out-hit 10-2, 1 error. Xavier Hendiges to start off this thrilling comeback. 9-1-2 scheduled. It is Hendiges, Peterson, and Richardson. Bunt put down to the right of the mound, picking it up, throwing to first off the glove of Furness, and it is a leadoff man to reach. Hendigas. It was a bang-bang play. Schenk went down there to get it, and that's really a good idea for Hendigas. It is ruled a E3. Good throw would have got him, is the argument there, right? Yep, yes. Okay.
Top of the order,
E3.
center fielder Isaiah Peterson.
Puts Hendigas on. Here's Isaiah Peterson. Well, Bowling Green's 8-run fourth started with an error. There's one. Change-up strike in the outside edge to Isaiah Peterson. So you're saying there's a chance here in the fifth with Ohio down 11-1. There is a run rule in place in the MAC, and that's after 7. Ohio down by 10 now. Swing and a miss. Peterson walked in the first, grounded out in the third. Well, you know, some days are just tough days. And today is one of those days. 0-2, missed inside, 1-2. But it's just a statistical oddity of what's going on here. Now, it's not like Bowling Green's played like 50 games. They've played 17. So, you know, the numbers are what they are. 1-2 the count. Runner on at first in the pitch. Swing and a miss, but out of the mitt of Gurney. On a little bit of a foul tip, it's 1-2. I didn't think he made contact, but apparently he did. Going to BGSUFalcons.com will show you their home schedule in football, but also you'd have to go to the baseball page. They won their opener 22-8. That had to be fun. 1-2, change up, called, strike 3. That seemed to move 3 times before it got to the mitt. Peterson strikes out. Gage Schenk with his 8th strikeout today. 1 gone, runner at first, top of the 5th. Ohio down 11-1. Here's Michael Richardson, Ohio's second baseman, who struck out in the first and walked in the third. They played that game in Hoover, Alabama. Was that at the Hoover Met? It was, the home of the SEC tournament. Swing and a miss. Also, they play high school football there. 0-1 the count. There was a documentary about that on MTV like 20 years ago. They lost game 2, 9-8. Won game 3, 5-4. That is a big ballpark, too. That's a massive outfield. It's also where Michael Jordan played his home games for the Birmingham Barons, the Hoover Met. Everyone's so friendly here. Everyone's asking how everybody is. 0-1 the count, 1 gone. The pitch, fouled back. It is 0-2. I don't know what my appropriate response would be. I mean, you see it. You hear it. 0-2 the count, 1 gone. We're in the 5th. 1 of the required 10 in the comeback is on at first. Gage Schenk from the stretch brings it home. Low and outside. 1-2. After that, they took on Austin P and lost to the Govs 8-2, 9-0, 7-6. Throw to first, chases the runner back. Then they went to EKU and lost 4-1, 12-3, 3-0, and then their MAC play that we've talked about. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Tailed away on a breaking ball, and he just flailed at it. Strikeout 9. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. Runner at first, 2 gone. We're in the 5th. Ohio down 11-1. On the internet air tomorrow at about 11:50. First pitch around noon of a twin bill. Right on left, and the pitch to Kasperbauer. There's a strike. Hit the outside edge. It's 0-1. The 1 run for Ohio gave the Cats the lead. That was Spencer Harbert swatting a homer to the right of straightaway center. 0-1. Just missed outside. 1-1 the count. One thing that Schenk has done pretty well is up and down, in and out. He is varied tempo. He's varied speeds very well. Gage, Shank. 1-1 the count, 2 gone. Runner at first in the pitch. Fouled over the screen. Out of play. It's 1-2. Casper Bauer, the league's top hitter. Early on, it would be tough to have him go through a game without a hit. 15-game hitting streak. 1-2 called, strike 3 on the inside edge. That was between a changeup and a fastball, so probably took something off the fastball, and that apparently clipped the inside edge. I don't think Casper Bauer liked the call, but that's 3 Ks in the rack, and we're halfway home, and Ohio down 11-1 to Bowling Green. This is Bobcat Baseball. Bobcat Baseball on the radio or internet radio or any kind of radio is supported by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. Bottom of the 5th is on. All Falcons today, 11-1 BG.
For the Falcons, the top of the order designated hitter, Jack Krause.
Jack Krause leads it off, top of the lineup. They had, 14 guys bat last inning? In an 8-run rack. Krause 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first one hit the right shin of Krause from Ohio's Tyler Peck. So that's a tough start to the 5th. Here's Adam Fallon. Strikeout, double hit batter, and bats here now in the 5th. 11-1 Bowling Green as we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch from Peck misses low and in, and that nearly hit Fallon. Just a weird weather day for sure. As rain like 6 times, low-hanging gray clouds, windy. Here it is to Adam Fallon. Change up strike. It's 1-1. Well, barring a big-time comeback here, Ohio's 4-3 in the league and 10-8 overall. And you still have a chance to win the series, but you got to win all 3 if you do not come back today. 1-1, low and in, but called a strike. It's 1-2. Sliver of sunlight now just basically moving into the outfield, and it will dissipate soon. Baseball in the North in March. What about that universal late starting date? 1-2, swing and a miss. Handcuffed him. Good pitch from Peck, and Fallon goes down on strikes. 1 gone in the 5th. Falcons on top, 11-1. Here's Kyle Gurney. The strikeout of Casper Bauer to end the 5th inning, by the way, was the 10th on the day for Gage Shank. The starter from Wapakoneta. And the pitch. Breaking ball swerves its way into the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. It looks like it could snow at any minute, in addition to rain at any minute. And there is a rainbow. 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. The student radio crew said a tornado might be coming soon, and that might be accurate. 0-2 the count. There were some devastating storms in the Gulf Coast a couple of days ago. It's been a terrible year for weather, and it's March. 0-2. Fly ball, right field, coming on. Roush can't make it. It went over his head and goes to the wall. Rounding second, going to third is Kraus. They will green light him. Throw to the plate is late. It is 12-1 Bowling Green. It was a head-first slide as the throw came into Minzy. And up to second on the play goes Gurney. It is 12-1. 11 hits on the day for the Falcons. 11 hits on the day for the Falcons. 12-1 BG as Gurney gets into second.
The first baseman, Adam Furness.
Here's Adam Furness. Furness with 3 singles today. 12-1 the score. We're in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. That's low. It's 1-0. It's a rainbow that doesn't have a lot of bend to it. Literally, it's just a straight line. There's not much curve. 1-0. Low. 2-0. The bottom and the end of the rainbow, so the pot of gold right now would be people driving through it on I-75. How do you disperse the gold in that situation? 2-0. Big swing and a miss. It's 2-1. We had some storms roll through southeast Ohio a couple of days ago, and we've had rainbows in Athens quite often. For whatever reason, they're always very evident from Peden Stadium. So a lot of Ohio's football coaches have taken pictures of the rainbow that they could see. That pot of gold would help. 2-1. Bouncing ball towards third. Casper Bauer charges, looks the runner back to second, throws to first in time. And that is the second out of the inning. 12-1 Falcons. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Nathan Rose, their third baseman. Reached on an error.
Nate Rose.
Sacrifice. Single. That error in the single occurred in the 4th inning. We're in the 5th now. Two gone in the 5th. Falcons have scored in every inning but the first. And the pitch. Missed inside. It's 1-0. Ohio did lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the 2nd, and then the Falcons tied it on a Justin Fugit RBI single. 12-1 Falcons. 8 runs in the 4th. 1-0. Low and away. 2-0. Ohio's hotel is the same hotel that basketball stays at here. Hampton Inn, right in town. It is serviceable. 2-0. Fly ball, foul, first base side, out of play. Might have to pop to the local establishment to watch the back end of the Sweet 16 games tonight. Does St. Peter's have a chance against Purdue? Well, they didn't have much of a chance, you'd figure, against Kentucky, and they have Oscar Shibwe. Zach Edey and the inside force of Purdue, Travion Williams, make it really hard. That's 2 of them. 3-1 to count, 2 gone. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 12-1, so we're talking about other things. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Last night, the Houston Cougars took out Arizona, and that is a scrappy bunch of Cougs. They're down 2 starters, and they just keep on coming at you. They are in the Sweet 16. Gonzaga's run ended last night. How about Woo Pig in Arkansas? Payoff pitch, line drive, left center field, base hit. It is now 13-1 Falcons. Cruising into second is Nathan Rose. Scoring is Gurney. Falcons on top by 12 here in the 5th. On the standing double by Nathan Rose. Two gone in the 5th. Falcons 13, Ohio 1. Fugit had an RBI single in the 2nd, flew out in the 4th,
Right
walked
fielder, Justin
as well.
Fugit.
This scorecard is a mess. Pitch misses inside, hops away, up 90 feet. No, it just hit him. So the runner has to go back to second. Fugit, that's the 3rd hit batter, or 4th maybe. Here's Jared Johnson, the right fielder.
The right fielder, Jared Johnson.
13-1 Falcons. We're in the 5th. This is 6 runs away from what BG scored all last weekend at Ball State. They scored 19 runs. They've got 13, and we're not even done with the 5th yet. Johnson today, couple singles and a strikeout. Popped up, foul, third base side. Casper Bauer near the BG dugout, hauls it in. And the inning's done. Falcons add 2 more. We go to the 6th. 13-1 BG. This is Bobcat Baseball.
For the Falcons, in the bottom of the 5th, 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no Bobcat errors, 2 runners left on base. Schedule reminder, baseball fans, the Falcons and Bobcats continue their series tomorrow, Saturday, March 26th, with a doubleheader. First pitch is scheduled for 12:05.
(13-1 Bowling Green, 13-12-1 for the Falcons, 1-2-1 for Ohio. Gage Shank still on the mound for
Defensive
Bowling Green.
For the Falcons, Nathan Rose moved from third base to second, and now playing third base, number 18, Tyler Ross.
You heard the defensive changes there. Rose to
Leading off
second.
the top of the 6th for the
Tyler
Bobcats,
Ross
the cleanup hitter, left fielder Spencer Harbert.
is in at third. Spencer Harbert, who is responsible for Ohio's lone run today, will lead it off against Gage Shank. And Harbert sends this one a mile in the air to left, way up there towards the warning track and caught. How that didn't blow out of here, I have no idea. But that's just a high fly out for Harbert to start off the 6th. Here's Mason Minzy. And
The catcher, Mason
Minzy flew out in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. Hits here now. Bobcat Baseball on the radio, supported by Integrated Services. This is a fly ball to left. This ball will die in front of the track. Again, Fallon twice on balls hit right to the track or wall. They are happy, and they certainly know it. Here is Harrison Johnson.
Harrison Johnson.
Ohio's DH struck out and flew out. 13-1 Falcons. We're in the sixth. Shank brings it home. Big swing and a miss. Rushed it up past Harrison Johnson. It is 0-1. This is a time we'd normally take a 10 for station ID. 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. But it's the internet, so we don't have to do that. But it is top of the hour in the Eastern time zone, or literally really everywhere. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That's 11 on the day for Gage Cy Young Shank. 13-1. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Just one of those days. Good thing about baseball, though, is there's another one tomorrow, and it will be a doubleheader. 13-1 BG. We go to the bottom of the sixth. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Defensive change for the Bobcats. Now behind the plate, number 23, Wes Luck.
Tyler Peck back out there for the Bobcats here.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Falcons, the number 8 hitter, the shortstop.
Yep, it is still Peck.
Johnston.
And it is Wes Lugg behind the plate now to catch. Bottom of the sixth, 13-1 Falcons. First pitch is fouled off by Ryan Johnston. It is 0-1. 13-12-1 for Freddie and Frida's crew. 1-2-1 for the boys from Appalachian, Ohio. 0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball left side of the infield. Back, actually centered up. Pick. Throw to first. Late. That was Hendigas to his right. Thought he'd make a backhand. He actually got in front of it, and it would have been a tough play either way, but it's an infield single. And that's the Falcons' 13th hit.
The center fielder, Nate
Here's
Archer.
Nate Archer. All he's done today was triple and double. Oof. And the pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. He's a homer away from the cycle. Runners on first and second now. Wow. This is a 2-win team, huh? 2-15 coming in, 0-8 in the MAC. And they are just giving the Bobcats, unfortunately, a beatdown today. That's 14 hits. Here's Jack Krause, the DH. Two strikeouts, ground out, and a hit batter. And the pitch. Change up strike. It is 0-1. So a noon start tomorrow, doubleheader. Sunday's forecast is not good. It's not like tomorrow's is any better, but Sunday's really not good. 0-1 pitch coming. Low, bounces away, trying for it. Johnston to third, throw late. Wild pitch, runners on the corners now. To repeat, there is a run rule. And if Ohio, at this point, doesn't pick up 3 runs in the 7th, the game's over. Down 13-1 right now. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2 from Peck. Bobcat Baseball on the radio, supported by Integrated Services. Healthy people, strong communities, that's Integrated Services. 1-2 pitch coming. Called strike 3. There you go. Kraus goes down on strikes. Peck picks up the K. Here's Adam Fallon.
The left fielder, Adam Fallon.
Fallon today, RBI double, hit batter, strikeout. If you're wondering, the other games in the NCAA tournament, that St. Peter's-Purdue game is the first to tip. That's in Pittsburgh tonight. No, Philly tonight. Providence and Kansas, game 2. That is in Chicago. 1-0 the count, 1 gone. Runners on the corners of the pitch. That's low. 2-0 the count. Two and 0 the count. Low. It's 3-0. There was a gentleman standing up in front of me, and actually the way that today is gone, it would have been better if he was just standing up the whole time in front of me. Runners on the corners. 3-0 the count. 13-1 BG. Well, just a rough day. But the good news is the sun will rise again. 3-0, up and away, ball 4, bases loaded. One gone in the inning. BG with the bases loaded again. And they're up by 12.
The catcher, Kyle Gurney.
Here's Kyle Gurney. So Johnston at third, Archer at second, Fallon at first on the walk, and the pitch, low and outside, 1-0. Now, if you're the Bobcats and you don't score to keep this thing going in the 7th, you've got to flush this real quick because this still is a very winnable series. Now, BG's starter tomorrow is making his season debut. Swing and a miss. So it's 1-1. So all things are off tomorrow. There's no real scouting report on him, and who knows? I mean, he might be as good as Shank, but Shank's been really good today. 1-1 the count, 1 gone, bases loaded. How about a double play? Bouncing ball, third base side, on to second, 1, no throw to first, 14-1 Bowling Green on the fielder's choice. Scoring from third is Ryan Johnston. 2-3 is Archer. That was Casper Bauer to Richardson at the bag at second to cut down Fallon. Here's Adam Furness, their first baseman, who has 3 singles today and a ground out.
Adam Furness.
2 gone in the 6th. Ohio down 14-1. The last hit for Ohio was the leadoff single for Minzy in the 4th. Ohio had 2 base runners after the home run for Harbert in the 2nd, but since then, Ohio's had just 2 base runners. 1-0 the count, 2 gone. Runners on the corners, 14-1 BG. We're in the 6th. There's a strike. Outside edge. It's 1-1 to the left-handed hitting Furness. One and 1 the count. Furness has been to the plate 4 times, and we're in the 6th. Low and in. 2-1 the count. One in the second, 2 in the third, 8 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. We're in the sixth now. Bouncing ball to short to his left. Hendiges throws short way to Richardson for the force out, and the inning's done. Ohio needs to score runs to keep this thing going, or it's run rule over. 14-1 BG as we go to the seventh. This is Bobcat Baseball.
For the Falcons in the bottom of the sixth, 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Bobcat errors, 2 runners left on base.
Overdose on confidence. Started not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequence. Drinking every night because we drink to my accomplishments. Made it way too long. I'm floating in and out of consciousness, and they saying I'm bad. I agree with that. I just take my time with all this shit. I still believe in that. I had someone tell me I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. And they wanna see me pick back up. Well, where I leave it at? I know I exaggerated things. Now I got it like that. Tuck my napkin in my shirt 'cause I'm just mopping like that. You know good and well that you don't want a problem like that. You gon' make someone around me catch your body like that. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. 'Cause one of us goes in and we all go through it. Drizzy got the money, so Drizzy gon' pay it. Those my brothers, I ain't even gotta say it. That's just something they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, they know, yeah. That the real is on the rise. Of some other guys, I even gave them a chance to decide. Now it's something they know. They know, they know, they know. Yeah, I be yelling out money over everything, money on my mind. Then she wanna ask when it got so empty.
There have been 9 complete games by MAC pitchers this year. Eddie Cutt for Ohio has one of them. Gage Shank for Bowling Green is making a bid, albeit in a run rule game, to be the 10th. 9 pitchers have thrown 1 complete game. And Shank trying to become the 10th. Ohio needs to score here to keep it going. It's 14-1 Bowling Green. We're in the top of the 7th. 14-1 for BG. 1-2-1 for Ohio. K.O. Baker, A.J. Roush, Xavier Hendiges to lead it off. And the first one misses up and in from Shank, who has 11 strikeouts today, 4 walks, 2 hits. That run, of course, earned the homer. 1-0. Just low and outside on a change of pace. It's 2-0. From Wapakoneta, Ohio. Baker today walked and struck out. Takes a strike. It's 2-1. Asked the home plate umpire. That was the inside part of the zone. He said yes. Next one, well outside. 3-1. From the wind, it's Shank. Brings it home. Low and outside. Ball 4, leadoff walk. Here's A.J. Roush. He walked and struck out.
Fielder, A.J. Roush.
Actually, we'll get a pinch hitter here. Will Sturek.
Correction, hitting for Roush, number 26, Will Sturek.
5'11", 215 senior from Minnetonka, Minnesota, and North Iowa Area Community College. Will Sturek, 5'11", 215. Right-handed hitter. Baker on at first, and the pitch. That hit him. And so Ohio has 2 aboard here in the top of the 7th. There is activity in Bowling Green's bullpen. They probably want Shank to close it out, but you're now doing the dance around the run rule here. It is 14-1, and Roush, all right. He was plunked, I think, on the upper left part of his back.
Hitting for Hendiges, number 1, Nick Dolan.
Nick Dolan will pinch hit now. He from Pittsburgh, redshirt freshman, 6'3", 190. Nick Dolan. Dolan in the 9 hole. Xavier Hindigas today reached on an error and struck out. Dolan wears 1, really close to the plate. Dolan this year, 4 for 23. It's 1-0 to him. Ohio down 14-1. Spencer Harbert's homer was the Bobcats' 15th this year. Next one upstairs, it is 2-0. Next one, that missed. It's 3-0. First and second, the runners were in the top of the 7th, and the 3-0 pitch, strike, changeup, inside edge. It's 3-1. Three-one pitch coming. Swing and a miss. 3-2. Dolan had eyes for a home run. So Baker at second. Sturrock at first. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 12 for Gage Schenk. Here's Isaiah Peterson, Ohio center fielder. And actually, the day's going to be done for Gage Schenk.
Gage Schenk, ladies and gentlemen.
So, 1 gone, top of the 7th, 14-1 Bowling Green. Pause for the pitching change with 2 aboard and 1 out. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Taking the mound for the Falcons, number 12, Jeremy Spezia.
New pitcher into the ball game for Bowling Green, Jeremy Spezia, S-P-E-Z-I-A, Spezia. 9th appearance, he's 1-1 with a 7.71 ERA. 1 save, 11 2/3 innings of work, 18 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts. Spezia, right-handed pitcher in for BG. He wears 12, right-handed hurler, 6'2", 197, Clinton Township, Michigan. And the first one is a ball. It's 1-0. As Isaiah Peterson hits here. Bobcats down 14-1. The 1 came in the second, and then every run for BG after has come. Pop-up, foul ground, third base side near the BG dugout. Ross there makes the catch in the coach's box. And Ohio is 1 out away from being run rule KO'd by BG here in the 7th. Here's Michael Richardson, Ohio's last hope. Strikeout, walk, strikeout.
The second baseman, Michael Richardson.
So this is a 14-0 BG run. And the pitch. Strike. It's 0-1. 2 gone with runners on first and second. Ohio down 14-1. Spezia brings it home. Upstairs at the Letters, it is 1-1. So we've had almost every kind of weather today. Rain and wind and nearly snow. Had a rainbow, had all that. And interesting doings on the field, too. 1-1, popped up, foul over the Bobcat dugout, out of play. Ohio's down to its last strike. 1-2 the count. Baker on at second, Sturek at first. 1-2 pitch to Isaiah Peterson. This is not a safe situation. Lobin outside, overthrew it. It's 2-2. But Gage Shank baffled the second best hitting crew in the league. Ohio's second best in the league, third in pitching. But those numbers all out today. 2-2. Fly ball, shallow center, will dump down for a base hit. Baker, hoofing it around third, will score without a play. There you go, it's 14-2. RBI single to center field for Isaiah Peterson. Stopping at second on the play was Sturek. So Pete comes home with his 14th RBI. Here's Michael Richardson. 2 strikeouts. I'm sorry, that was Richardson. I failed to notate the pop-out foul. My apologies. That was Casper Bauer to the plate now. Richardson on the single. Casper Bauer with the hitting streak, trying to keep it going. So the RBI single for Richardson, his third. Didn't notate the pop-out for Peterson. My apologies. It's 14-1, now 14-2. It's 2-0 to count to Casper Bauer. Things get a little foggy when the scoreboard says 14-2. 2-0 pitch. Strike on the inside edge. It's 2-1. Two and 1 the count with 2 gone. Ohio down by 12. And the pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. If he hits a homer, we keep playing. And the pitch. Fly ball, center field towards the gap. Long run, Archer there. Makes the catch. And this ball game belongs to BG. He hit it hard, did Casper Bauer, but right into the waiting glove of the outstretched Archer. And this ball game's over. 14-2 Bowling Green. Totals come up next. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Final score, 14-2. Line score. For the Bobcats, 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. The Falcons, 14 runs on 14 hits and 1 error. The loss goes to Edward Cutt. The win to Gage Shank. Drive home safely. Reminder, folks, we want to see you all back here tomorrow for the doubleheader between the Bobcats and the Falcons.
Totals in the ball game for Bowling Green: 14 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. For Ohio, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher Gage Shank. He's now 1-3 on the year. Eddie Cutt, the loss. He is now 2-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes in front of a crowd of maybe 200 here at Stellar Field. Doubleheader tomorrow after this run rule loss for the Bobcats. We'll start it off at about 11:50. First pitch at noon. It's a 7, then a 9, and Ohio will hopefully sweep it with Sunday as a tough weather day, so maybe Ohio can win the series in one day tomorrow. Ohio now 10-8 and 4-3 in the MAC. Bowling Green 3-15 and 1-8 in the league. Final score, Bowling Green 14, Ohio 2. Talk to you tomorrow. Good evening from Bowling Green. I'm Russ Eisenstein, and this is Bobcat Baseball.